eat meat, that's cool, because the law say we can eat meat. But your meat portion should be very, very small, man, if you're going to eat it on a daily basis. I wouldn't eat meat, especially if you're a sick person, like you sickly got some disease. I wouldn't even really eat meat that much. Maybe if you really got to have meat, maybe once a week, something like that, you know. Make sure you eat them on the holy days, because you know we got to eat the lamb. But, you know, other than that, Daniel knew the science, though. This shows that our people knew science. They knew the healing of herbs, greens, and things like that. He knew that if he ate these herbs and things like that for the 10 days, that he would be healthier than those that ate purely meat for 10 days, because meat is acidic. It's acidic in your body, man. Actually, it's not really that, it's not good for your body. Alright? So, but this scripture shows you that our forefathers knew about the sciences of herbs and things like that. And the heathens went to us for these different knowledges on sciences. Alright? And especially on diets and things like that. They knew that. Alright? Now, if you, now we go to, now we'll go from Daniel to, 1 Kings. Alright, we'll go to another instance. First Kings, chapter 14, verse 1 through 6. Alright, now, like I was saying, people didn't go. Alright, so Daniel didn't go to the doctor, some shit. Let me get checked up and make sure. He didn't do that. People didn't go to doctors. They went to the prophets. Alright, and this scripture is going to prove that. It's just 1 Kings 14:1. It says, at that time, Abiah, the son of Jeroboam, fell sick. He fell sick. And Jeroboam said to his wife, arise, I pray thee, disguise thyself, that thou be not known to be the wife of Jeroboam, and get thee to Shiloh. Behold, there's Abiah the prophet, Ahiah the prophet, which told me that I should be king over this people. And take with thee 10 loaves of crinkles, 10 loaves and cracknels, and a course of honey, and go to him, and he shall tell thee what shall become of the child. See, they went to the prophets. And Jeroboam's wife did so, and arose and went to Shiloh, and came to the house of Ahiah, and Ahiah could not see, for his eyes were set by reason of his age. And the Lord said unto Ahiah, behold, the wife of Jeroboam cometh to ask a thing of thee for her son, for he is sick. Thus and thus shalt thou say unto her, for it shall be when she cometh in, that she shall feign herself to be another woman. Alright, so that's the point. They didn't go to doctors, they went to the prophets. Alright, so next one is 2 Kings chapter 4. We go to that. In 2 Kings chapter 4, verse 38 to 41, it says, and Elisha came again to Gilgal, and there was dearth in the land. If I'm not mistaken, dearth is I think it's like a drought or something like that. It says and the sons of the prophets were sitting before him, and he said unto his servants, sit on the great pot, and seethe the pottage for the sons of the prophets. And one went out into the field to gather herbs, and found a wild vine, and gathered thereof wild gourds his lapful, and came and shred them into the pot of pottage, for they knew them not. So this guy went and he picked some herbs that he didn't know, put them in the pot. All right, now I want to say that if you go pick anything off the ground, you could buy little books. They call field guides to herbs, and you could buy little books, and it'll tell you, it'll have a picture of the herb, the Latin name, the common name, and it'll tell you things what it's good for. They have a picture of it so you can look at it, because you can't just go pick up herbs and just eat any herb, because some herbs are poisonous. All right, some herbs you can't eat because it just doesn't agree with your body. All right, so you have to be able to identify them. You have to buy books and things like that. But for us, you can go buy them at the store. You can buy them at a health food store. You can order them online, you know, different herbs like that. Like this chamomile that I keep showing, bought that at a health store. German chamomile. I use it in tea. You can buy it. You don't gotta pick it out your yard. All right. Where am I? It says, yeah. So this guy, he went to gather some herbs, and he found this vine. He didn't know what it was. He just, fuck it, we gonna eat this. He pulled it up, poured the vine, the fruit, and he cut it up and put it in the pot and made a stew out of it, not even knowing what it was. All right, it says, verse 40. So, verse 40, so they poured out for the men to eat, and it came to pass, as they were eating of the pottage, that they cried out and said, O thou man of God, there is death in the pot. There is death in the pot. All right, being poisoned. And they could not eat thereof. But he said, then bring meal, and he cast it into the pot, and he said, pour out for the people that they may eat. And there was no harm in the pot. See, so he knew how to use certain grains, Elisha, to neutralize the poison. Now this is science, man, at its core form in the ancient days and from the prophets. They didn't go to some scientists or something. They went to the prophets. They cried to Elisha, the prophet. They didn't go to the science or call this 1-800 number poison control, FDA, or a doctor. They went called to the prophet. The prophet knew what to put in there. These were men of knowledge and understanding. And we them same prophets today in new bodies. All right? All right? All right, so that's that. So we'll go to another example. Okay? That's the example of Elisha. Another one, 2 Kings chapter 20. All right? Second Kings chapter 20, verse 1 through 7, it says, in those days was Hezekiah sick unto death, and the prophet Isaiah, the son of Amos, came to him and said unto him, thus saith the Lord, set thine house in order, for thou shalt die and not live. Right? So Hezekiah was sick. Isaiah came to him and prophesied to him, yo, set your house in order, because the Most High about to take you. You about to go back to the Most High. All right? It says, then he turned his face to the wall and prayed unto the Lord, saying, I beseech thee, O Yahawah, remember now how I have walked before thee in truth and with a perfect heart, and have done that which is good in thy sight. And Hezekiah wept. And Hezekiah wept sorely. And it came to pass, after Isaiah was gone out into the middle of the court, that the word of the Lord came to him, saying, turn again, and tell Hezekiah, the captain of my people, thus saith the Lord, the God of Jacob, the God of David, thy father, I have heard thy prayer, I have seen thy tears. Behold, I will heal thee. Now the Most High says he's going to heal him. On the third day thou shalt go up unto the house of the Lord, and I will add unto thy days 15 years, and I will deliver thee, and this city out of the hand of the king of Assyria, and I will defend this city for my own sake and for my servant David's sake. And Isaiah said, check it out. Now this is what Isaiah told him, the prophet. Alright? And Isaiah said, take a lump of figs. And they took and laid it on the bull, and he recovered. So this is the prophet Isaiah told this man, Hezekiah, to take a lump of figs. Alright, now they call that a poultice today. Where you take certain herbs and things like that, and you put it on a boil or whatever, saw, whatever, cut. They call it a poultice today. I think that's how you say it. But this man Isaiah, the prophet, told them to take a lump of figs, okay, figs, the fruit. And they took and laid it on the boil, and he recovered, man. Now this is, in the ancient days, men using herbs to heal. But not even just the herbs, the Most High, because you always have to call on the Most High first. Alright, this is the prophets, man. Hezekiah didn't go to nobody else but the prophets, man, to get this healing. He didn't go to no damn doctor. He didn't go to no pharmaceutical company. He didn't go to no CVS or no FDA. The prophets, he went to the prophets. Prophets had knowledge on these things, all right? So that's that, all right? So now, why was Isaiah able to know about these things? Because first, the Most High gave his knowledge to his servants, the prophets, like we read earlier in Baruch chapter 3, all right? Plus, all these things are written in the scriptures. The Most High told you what the use of herbs was. Now we're going to go to that. Let's go to Psalms 104. All right? Isaiah knew this thing because what the Psalm said. Psalms 104 said. David even knew it because David wrote this. Psalms 104 and 14, it says, he calls it the grass to grow for cattle and the herb for the service of man. See that? And the herb for the service of man, that he may bring forth food out of the earth. So herb, like these things right here, is for your service. All right? These things right here, these herbs, all right? This is for your service, man. The Most High created that to service you. When you go get your car serviced, what do? They're fixing it. So this is to fix your body. Scripture said herbs for the service of man. So the prophets knew that. People knew that the prophets knew that because the prophets were close to the Most High. The Most High would give the prophets wisdom and understanding and knowledge. So the people would go to the prophets to get healed. Just it's supposed to be the same way today. So it's us as prophets, we ain't supposed to be going out to these doctors and taking their medication, taking synthetic drugs. We're supposed to take the herbs that the Most High gave us. Use the wisdom that the Most High gave us in these scriptures. This is how our forefathers did it. This is how we supposed to do it. Okay? All right? So let's go to the book of Sirach. All right, Sirach chapter 38. This is the way our forefathers did it. This is the way we're supposed to do it. We're not supposed to follow after the system of America and look for their ways to heal us. We're supposed to look at our own ways. Look how our forefathers did it. We're supposed to be seeking out the ways of our forefathers. We're supposed to be searching out our fathers. All right? So let's read it. Let's read what these prophets were doing. How they were healing people. How we should be doing it today if we do. If we need to heal ourselves or another brother. All right, Sirach chapter 38, verse 1.